Hi everyone, Simon here again, episode 5 of Love Me Long Time. First of all, apologies. Today we have a party 2 fields over at that end of the house. Neighbour's son going to the monks. So, talking and music. It's morning. The cockerels are making a lot of noise. The builder's in there not doing the room. The cats are around. Nem's over there on the phone. So there's nowhere quiet in the house to record. Plus I'm waiting for a subscriber to visit who's coming to stay for a couple of days, so we'll just have to ignore the background noise and go with it. Where did we leave it? Angela, the saleswoman, had shown Gary around this super duplex condo down in Phuket, the other side of Kata Beach. Karon Beach, is it pronounced? In Phuket. B, the girl, the fashion girl, was over the moon because Gary had just offered her some money, 100,000 baht commission, so that she was on par with Angela's commission. What a nice guy. Now remember, before I mentioned that his salary was $50,000 a day, clear, after all his taxes and everything. So that's about 1.75 million baht a day. So to him, this condo, 15 million baht, was like a week's salary. He had just told B to go ahead with the purchase, and they'd left the condo and gone off for a walk. So B said, let me ring Angela, confirm you're going to buy it, so she doesn't sell it to anyone else. Not that there's buyers queuing up, because it's this time of year. These are expensive condos. And Gary says to B, get it done. I'll talk to my PA. We'll talk to them today. I'll introduce you, and then you can arrange it with Angela. One of the things I don't like doing is physically moving boxes and stuff. He said, I just want to snap my fingers and it's done. So I need someone to move my stuff, even though it's just a few suitcases, from that condo to this one. When can I get in? And let's just let it happen. Get it to happen. B jumps on the phone to Angela. Angela, yeah, price is right. Gary wants it. We'll sort out, let me know the bank details, the company, and all the rest of it. And we'll get Gary hooked up with a lawyer, with his lawyers and a lawyer here or whatever, to get it all done. Angela's over the moon. She's just earned 100,000 baht. Absolutely over the moon. And she's like, oh, I'd love to celebrate this with you. B hasn't told her that she's also getting a kickback. Why not? Angela might say, here's some money for you. Angela's like, oh, let's go out and celebrate. And B's like, well, okay, let me come back to you on that one, when and where. But get me all the details and we'll sort it all out. So, all done and dusted. And also B says, how quick can we get Gary into the new condo? And Angela's, well, just the paperwork and then it's ready to go now. Okay, B said, we'll figure it out and get it done over the next couple of days. Get it done quick. Brilliant. Angela's over the moon. She's got a sale of the most expensive condo on the complex. Just like that. A cash buyer. Wonderful. Gary's with B and he's like, I'm having more fun here, this trip, with you over these only 2 days they've known each other, than all my running around bars trying to find women, the partner, the mother of my children for the future. And B's like, great, fantastic. Anyway, they have a wander around. They're going to walk around the area, look what's about. but it's quite hot. And B says to Gary, I need to go and check on the shop and see how the girl's doing, see what's going on. And Gary's, well, okay. By the time we get down there and done that, it's going to be close on lunchtime. We go get some food after. Okay. So they get a songtel again. Down into the main town, and well, no, her shop's in Caron Beach, so it's not far away. It's almost at the town. Gets down there, shop, girl's fine, sales are okay, all good. And they're like, let's go and find some food. And B's, I know, restaurant not far from here, I think you'll like it, we'll go there. Alright, off they go. And B's chatting away to him. She says, that's a good buy, that condo. I really think those, because of where they're situated and there's not much land up there for sale, and it's a popular high-end part of the Phuket island, those are going to go up in value. They're a really great investment. Well, when you say investment to Gary, he's, you know, the money's falling into his bank every day. But I suppose, being a business guy, the word investment, if there's potentially more money to be had, he's going to look at it. And he starts asking B about these condos, what's the law in Thailand, and how many can you buy, and all the rest of it. And B says, well, 51%'s got to be Thai owned, 49% can be foreign owned. You never own the land, but and then there's charges for the upkeep, obviously. So you could potentially own 49%, and there's 5 blocks, 10 stories I think they are, but some are duplex. So there's about 40 condos there. So maybe 18 condos, 19 condos can be foreigner. And Gary's like, well, I'll talk to my lawyer. He said maybe that's an investment to buy some more of those. And is there money to be made renting new condos out? And B's like, pitching, yes, long term. You can invest in them, rent them out, the value is going to go up, you can't really lose. And you just have someone take care of them, arrange whatever they want, whether they want cleaning service and everything else. You collect the monies and just move it about. And he's like, how much money do you make in your shop in a month? And B's like, I usually sell about 2,000 baht a day with a profit of about 25%. It's not great. So he does the maths, 60,000 baht a month, 15,000 baht a month profit. You're on a salary of about 15,000 baht. He said, yeah, it's not brilliant. I could work in a factory and get that, but I'm my own boss. But you get some days where people come in and spend 5,000 baht on women's clothes that they're never going to use. And he laughs. He said, is that what you want to do forever? And she said, no, I just want, like, being my own boss, and I want to earn my own money. I've got a child and a bigger family. I send money home as well. And you live in a basic room, or shall I share with another girl? We've got a room type condo, but it's, yeah. And he says, when do you see your child? And I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, and I don't know how old, but he says once a month. I believe her family's Krabi and her child is in Krabi, so it's not far. Once a month, go home and take money and see everybody. He said that's hard. You're working 6 days a week. She goes 7 most of the time. So I can have a couple of days off at the end of the month. He's like, wow, you work hard. He said, Thai people really work hard, but not for a lot of money. And she said, yeah, but we make do, we get by. And you can see, well, he can just work out, his brain's clicking away. If he's going to make an investment in Thailand business-wise, he needs someone to look after it. But his objective is to get a woman to have babies with him, so, and get siblings. In his mind he's now, oh, Angela. Or do I get a woman like B says, have kids and pay her off and take the kids home? His brain's like tick, 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 tick. Off they go, lunch. And then in the afternoon he said, right, condo, let's get this lawyer sorted out. Let me talk to my PA, introduce you, get a video call and set this all up. Yep, okay, off they go to his condo, gets his laptop out, gets it all hooked up onto his lawyers. And you can imagine his lawyers jump, regardless of time difference, whatever it is, they just like 24/7 work for him. Gets onto them, tells them what he's done. The details have come through from Angela to B, passes them on to Gary, forwards them. He said, right, make it happen guys, buy that condo, get it done quick, I want to move in a couple of days. And then he sorts it, or they sort it. He then gets onto his PA, introduces B to his PA, and he says to his PA, whatever her name is, I'm possibly going to do some business here in Thailand, and B's going to be my PA in Thailand. Want you to hook up. He said, I'll let you know how far we're going to go with this. Introduced them, had a quick chat, done. Jumping forward, B later on heads back to the shop. Next day she goes in the shop. He says he's going to have a day having a nosy round, a couple of days. Said he'll hook up with her in a few days. Great. While he's on those, on the laptop, he transfers, gets B's bank details. Give me all the details. Here you go. So, and he pays it. There's your 100,000 baht. I promised you 10,000 baht, I think it was, for the day. He said, look, there's 150,000 baht, bang, into your account. Give me a couple of days, he said, and then get your girl to run your shop for a few days and we'll look at some business ideas. And she's like, over the moon. Oh my, he's just put 150,000 baht in the bank. He says, maybe you want to dive home for a couple of days and then we'll catch up. What do you reckon? Get the girl to run your shop, dive home for 2 days, come back and then come and see me, give me a bell. She's like, click, click, click. That's wicked. Yeah, fabulous. Off she goes. His brain now, he's got Angela in his mind. He's thinking, how can I, she was just beautiful. She's a businesswoman. He's thinking, how can I buy her? She wants to celebrate the sale. He wants B to come back, hook it all up. They'll have to go out all together. What can he do? Could he buy her? Is that good or bad? As in, could he get rid of the Thai boyfriend? He needs to talk to B, he needs to understand Thai culture, he needs to understand what he can and can't do there. Is it possible? And he doesn't even know Angela. But that's going through his mind. Let's fast forward a couple of days. B's back. She's got the girl running the shop. Gets hold of him first thing in the morning. Breakfast. Fabulous. Off they go. He goes down to his breakfast place. She meets him. She tells him Angela's been on the phone. The money's all gone through. The deal's done. Condo's his in 2 days. Condo's his, so his people really move. He's got to sign some paperwork in Thailand. So about another day. So that day they're going to have to go and sign some paperwork and stuff and get it sorted. He tells her about his liking for Angela, just the fact she's beautiful, and he wants to hook up for a meal. He says, leave it with me, let's get this paperwork done today, maybe we can get a meal tonight or tomorrow and we'll look at it from there. B's also thinking that she rather likes Gary now. Oh dear. I'm going to leave it there. See you soon. Bye.